Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84 and today you join me for another episode of An Englishman Abroad, currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. So in the last episode we had a 4-3 win against Suwon in the Champions League, and I did say at the end of that video that we'd probably come back for the second leg of the Champions League. I didn't realise though that the gap between games would be so big, so I've decided to come back for a shoppy Liga 1 game against Persipura. Before we show you how we've been getting on since you've been away, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. Every click of the button is very much appreciated from me. But if you've done that already, let's have a little look at how we are getting on. So if we go to the schedule tab, you can see since you've been away, the two games that we have played, we won 3-1 against Persipura, with goals from Mowanto, Firmino and Maya. We then had a 2-0 win against Cilegon United in the Indonesian Cup with a much rotated team. Goals from Siswanto and Mowanto. That brings us nicely onto today's game against Persipura. So let's have a little look at the team lineup that will be put out for this game. Got Francisco in goal, Eka, Ardancia, Quintana and Saputra at right back, Mowanto, Hardy and Prosecco across the middle, with Hamid playing behind Mersalim and Boody's being selected up front, as I think Maya was suffering with a knock, maybe? Yeah. Oh no, sorry, Ahmed Maya is on international duty. He's away with Yemen and will come back after this game. So that's the lineup. Let's have a look at how we get on in today's match. Here we go then, off and running for another shoppy Liga 1 game. The first highlight of the game is going to go to Persipura as they swing it to the back post, but Saputra gets up highest to clear the ball away. And then Boody's then turning and running towards the defenders. You can see they're scrambling back in numbers. What's he going to do? He crosses it in for Mersalim. Mersalim goes to Brown. There must have been some kind of contact there. Yeah, it says that they were too forceful against him. Penalty is awarded. He will then step up and take it himself. Steps back and slots it coolly into the right hand side of the goal. He gives us an early lead after 6.5 minutes, and that is a nice touch. It's 150 goals for the club, and that is some impressive record considering both him and Maya are absolute goal machines. So after a good start, let's hopefully push it on. Wouldn't mind us doubling our lead and putting ourselves out of sight early in this one. And Saputra's got to throw in here to Mersalim. He's then going to cross the ball to the back post. There's Prosecco. And there is Miftahul Boody to score his first goal of the season and his first ever goal for the club. So we've got two opposites here. Got a player who can't stop scoring with his 150th goal for Mersalim. His first ever goal for the club for Boody. Bit fortuitous to fall to him, but he'll take the chance anyway. Slots it home. And that is a brilliant way to start your career for Sulut United. And we are now turning the screw as we have another corner. It's cleared well, but Hardy's going to get the ball. Turns, and he's hopefully going to put a cross in from there. Beats his man, beats him again, gets the cross in. There's gone to Hamid. He scores his 14th goal of the season to give us a 3-0 lead. And I think really we can take our foot off of the gas here. So he beats the man. Man gets back in position. He says, I'm going to beat you again. Crosses it in. There is Hamid. Right-footed. Slot it into the empty net. So, looking at the other games in the league table, I don't know why this thing keeps changing. I'm going to try and have a look at the league table. I think we have established ourselves with quite a gap once again. I think that there's an 8-point gap between us and the team below. Plus, we have a game in hand because of the Champions League. But Mersalim also nearly makes it 4. So let's try and change this to league table. Yeah, so currently we have a 8-point gap at the top of the table, and we will certainly be winning today, barring some kind of catastrophic collapse. As Persipura are trying to play the ball around quite nicely. A couple of seasons ago, they were quite big challengers to the title. They have fallen away slightly, Persipura, but they have got a goal back, and it's a really good goal with the ball over the top that Kasuma latches onto, and he beats Francisco down at his near post, which is pretty disappointing, but as we are in control of the game, nothing really to worry about. That was their first shot, and their first shot on target, and they scored. Such a football manager thing to do. But looking at the league table here, they really have fallen away. Persipura, it's Persija and Madura United. Bali United were challengers last season, and even they're fallen away a little bit this season. So that shows just how dominant we are in this league. Having a little look at the stats here. So they've only had 2 shots, 2 on target. We've had 9 shots, 7 on target. So very comfortable in this game, and not a lot's been happening in the second half until the... Wow. I was trying to think of a word to describe what was about to happen, and I really couldn't, because the cross comes in. So Hamid with the cross. I'm thinking Quintana here's not going for goal. The goalkeeper somehow pushes it off the underside of the bar into the net and gives us a soft goal to give us a 4-1 advantage. Persipura, bless them, are trying to continue to push forwards, but not too sure what they can do in the last 7 minutes of the game. Passing the ball quite nicely though. Prosecco jumps into a tackle, misses that. The ball's played forwards, and they haven't got a goal back. He hits the underside of the crossbar, the inside of the post, and falls back into the arms of Francisco, which is pretty bizarre. I thought the ball was going to cannon in off of the post, but it doesn't. And we get away with a 4-1 victory. So, as I said, we now have an 8-point lead at the top of the table. We've beaten Persipura 4-1. Not as... it's weird because the game didn't feel as convincing as the scoreline suggests, but then looking at the stats, it actually does say that it is. So, another impressive victory. I am going to be pushing forwards now to that Champions League second leg to see if we can make the semi-finals once again. Again, if you haven't already hit the subscribe and like button, and you've got this far into the video, please consider hitting the button. It is just one little click, and it helps the channel a massive amount. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it up, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.